I always trusted him completely, without question. From the moment we fell in love, and even more after we got married, I believed my husband is the kindest man in the world. He wasn't the type to bring me flowers or write me sweet notes, but he was steady, quiet, reliable. He made me feel safe. So when he said, "I have to travel for work, just 3 days this time. It's an important project," I nodded. I understood. He worked in construction. Sometimes he had to be on site in another city. Sometimes he left on Fridays and came back late Sunday. Sometimes I would wake up in the middle of the night and just look at the empty space next to me. But I never complained because I thought he was doing it for us. I would pack his clothes, fold his shirts, slip a little handwritten note into his bag. "Come home safe. We miss you." I stayed back and took care of our little boy, made breakfast, helped with homework, paid the bills, waited, always waited. There was one weekend, though, when something felt off. It was raining. Hard, he called and said, "I'm going to lose signal soon. The area's pretty remote." But when I checked the weather forecast for that region, it was sunny, clear, not a single drop of rain. Something about that call, it didn't sit right. For the first time in years, I felt a little crack in the wall I had built around my faith in him. Still, I told myself, maybe the forecast is wrong. Maybe I'm just tired, but the feeling didn't go away. 2 weeks later, it happened. I was scrolling through Facebook and I saw a photo. A man standing next to a little girl, holding her hand. The man was turned slightly, but even with the side of his face, I knew it was him. Same jacket, same posture, same watch I gave him last Christmas. My hands started shaking. I clicked on the profile. The photo was posted by a woman. She had written, "Daddy came home again. Even if it's just for the weekend, our princess is always so happy." And in the comments, there were people saying things like, "You're such a beautiful family. She looks just like him. You're so lucky to have him." My heart stopped. I stared at the screen, trying to understand, trying to breathe. But the room felt too small, too quiet, too cruel. I didn't confront him right away. I needed time. I needed to see how deep this lie really was. So I waited. I watched. I collected pieces, photos, receipts, hotel bookings, messages. The truth started to form like a puzzle I didn't want to finish. Turns out, those business trips weren't business at all. He had a second life. a second home, a second child. He didn't just leave our house on weekends. He went home to someone else. When I finally asked him, he didn't lie. He just looked down and whispered, "I didn't mean for this to happen." I waited for anger to rise in me, but it didn't. All I felt was silence, a deep, painful silence that stretched across years. Years of me believing, packing his bags, telling our son, "Daddy is working hard for us." Years of being the woman who stayed, while he chose someone else again and again. I didn't scream. I didn't throw things. I just looked at him and quietly asked, "How long?" He said, 4 years. 4 years. That meant our son was only 3 when it started. He missed birthdays, school plays, late night fevers, not because he had to work, but because he was playing dad to another child. I moved out 2 weeks later, not because I hated him, but because I had to protect what was left of me. I didn't tell our son the whole truth. Not yet. Just that mommy and daddy needed to live in different places. Some nights, I still wake up and look at the empty space next to me. But this time, I don't feel pain. I feel clarity. I feel strength. People ask me, "How could you not know?" And the truth is, I did know. A part of me always knew. But I wanted so badly to believe that love was enough, that loyalty still existed, that if I gave everything, he would never break it. But love isn't something you beg for, and loyalty can't be one-sided. I'm healing now, day by day, and sometimes I still write little notes, but this time they're not for him, they're for me. You are enough. You are loved. You didn't deserve to be lied to. And I read them every time the past comes knocking, until one day I won't need the notes